Hey everybody, and welcome back to TalkingFish Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. You might notice I'm 40 seconds into a daily run here. This is the daily for April 21st, 2020, in case you were wondering. And I started it, and all of the banter subroutines that I had loaded into my brain immediately vacated. I pushed record, and then went, what game am I playing? I'm sure you've had days like that. Anybody ever come home from work and then just think, did I wake up and go to work today? Anyway, how's everybody doing? I'm having a pretty great day myself. Just beat this. Give me a penny, please. So, hey, the good news is I've got the banter subroutines reloaded back into my brain. Oh, you want me to say them? Okay, well, here goes. You guys ever watch a YouTube video? And I'm talking commentary mostly, because that's what I watch. And think, well, they're talking about me. So I was watching a Northern Lion video, which is extremely similar to this. Well, rather, this is extremely similar to that. And he was talking about people who enjoy just sitting outside. And he said when he was younger, he had no idea why anybody would like that. Even before the quarantine, he didn't understand it. As soon as he started saying it, I went, oh yes, outside sounds nice. So I worked very early today. And whenever I work early, I tend to get off around 2 o'clock. Or rather, I get home around 2 o'clock. I get off at 1:30. Get out of here with your weak shots, Dingle. Whenever that happens, if the weather's nice, I like to take a camping chair, sit outside for a while, and just observe. I really like the sounds of life happening around me. Birds, people, extreme wind. No, but I really do enjoy it. And when I got home today, I went outside, lit a cigar, had a smoke, and just relaxed, and it was just so nice. It was a very pure time. So I don't know if you've ever tried it, but I do strongly suggest it. I thought Meryl gave you a bones or a bones up. It does give you bones up for sure. I thought it gave you tears up whenever it broke. Oh, I'm thinking of divorce papers. Ah, what a waste. Oh, we still have a bone heart. And Pisces to pick up back here. So anyway, how many of you like to sit outside and just check out the weather? For me personally, that kind of passive entertainment is kind of the only passive entertainment that I can stomach. I say I watch YouTube videos, and I do for sure. I click. I support my my favorite content creators, but I'd never just sit down and only watch a video. I'm always doing something whenever it happens. So I'm driving to work, or maybe I'm relaxing outside. Sometimes I'll turn on a YouTube video and just sit there and watch the world and listen. That's not good enough. So anyway, how many of you have a passive hobby like that? I like working with my hands, but I also like to focus really hard. So if I do something with my hands, I tend to pay attention to only that. Excuse me, worm, sir. He's so fast. Other than that, I can barely believe that April is 3/4 the way over. Well, 3/4-ish. And we're picking up our puppy on the 1st. It's 2 weeks away. Not even 2 weeks away. So pretty soon we're gonna have this baby with us. And I've talked about him in almost every video, but he's just so cute. He's got all that puppy charm. He's still got really big paws, a little bit floppy ears, a goofy face. Hey, if any of you have really good pet stories, I'd really enjoy hearing about them. So if you've got a good story about how you adopted a dog or a cat, or maybe even rescued one, that'd be really awesome. Feel free to share. Other than that, we've been talking about hobbies a lot at work because people are trying to find ways to keep themselves entertained. It's always good to know some skills, but one of the, I think, definitely overlooked hobbies is collecting. I don't know what it is about just amassing an unreasonable amount of something that really appeals to me. I do really like collecting stuff. I like researching and getting exclusive versions of things and checking out really high-end, you know, releases. One of my favorite things to do is to check out shoes. And I don't know how common that is for guys. I know it's common enough that they have like whole black market shoe markets where they sell bootleg versions of like $10,000 Jordans, which is totally insane. But if you're a collector, maybe it's a good deal. Or maybe your hobby there is actually bargaining, or the thrill of the chase. Get him. This is the peak of gaming. Just fighting a Gertie with 10 billion HP. Who constantly spawns enemies that take 3 shots. Ah! Don't you do it! Well, at least give me something good out of this. I'm gonna need a Void Rage. Okay, good. Synth Oil. Oh, you know what? Little Steven. He's got a good, strong name, and we're gonna little eat him right now. Oh, the hairball doesn't count. You know what? That's pretty good. I don't know what else is on this floor. Probably skipped an item room. We're gonna go ahead and move on because I'm interested in time on this one, more so than I would usually be interested in time. We're gonna try to start ranking better on these dailies, and that'll probably involve talking less. Some of you might like that more. Personally, I might like it a little less. I'm really here to share. I'm not really here to play the game. As I've said on video before, I know, but I haven't really made a post about it. Speaking of sharing, let me just plug my channel real quick. Please share a link to the video with your friends if you think they'd enjoy it. I heard a tinkle. like I'm missing something. Oh my gosh, I skipped the whole item room on the first floor, didn't I? Hope it wasn't good. Anyway, I think my timing for the releases is a little bad, so I was thinking about changing my video release times. Is Navi? She's gonna earn her keep this time. I'm changing my release times because I feel like at 8 a.m. nobody's watching. Or at least nobody I know. They're all working. So, let's set, I might switch them over to like noon or 1. That'll give me a chance to get ahead on some recording if I haven't caught up already, so be on the lookout below. Also, walk just directly into every explosive you get a chance to. No, thank you. Let's do it. The stain. So I mentioned in an early episode how I do like playing on PC. It's just very, very different from what I'm used to doing. You know, I'm used to sitting 10 feet away from my large television instead of roughly 10 inches away from a 24-inch monitor. Not that I'm complaining, but it's an adjustment. What I'm really saying here is I'm not as bad as it seems. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna get those extra boss rush points. Ooh. So I've been trying to talk to my wife a little bit, and this sounds like probably cheating, I know. But I've been talking to her about things that I should banter about. No, I want to be entertaining. And my wife's brain runs about 20,000 miles a minute. So, whenever she has to brainstorm stuff, not for herself, exclusively for other people, she's got pretty much every single item, not item, but idea you could ever dream of. So we were talking about it, and this is probably going to turn into more of like an IRL podcasty style banter, where I'm talking more about the things going on in my life, like my small furry child. I'm talking about my cat now, who is as spoiled as cats get right now. I think she's taking a nap with mom on the people bed because she's tired. And have you ever tried moving a grumpy sleeping cat? Can't be done. Oh, Mr. Bones, take that. I don't want this. No. Well, what would I gain here? I would lose rate of fire, I think, and lose range, but gain damage, and then all stats up. Yeah, that's pretty good. So now we would like soy milk, please. But I'll settle for Guppy. I'm not gonna complain too much. Hate this room though. Yeah, go ahead and do that. So how many people out there? Let's say you go shopping with your significant other, right? How many of you, for some reason, if you're shopping for things that you want, no problem. You can shop till you drop. For some unknown reason, if you're not shopping for yourself, it's like the most difficult thing that's ever been done. It's like doing the whole Iron Man with a peg leg. Oh. I don't know why, but whenever we shop for me stuff, I know it sounds a little bratty, but I promise you, if it is psychological, it's purely subconscious. Whenever we shop for me stuff, no problem. My back is made of iron. It's so strong. The second we enter a women's clothing store, I'm unable to stand upright. I have no idea why. If any of you are YouTube doctors, please cure me. That's one thing that might sound novel right now. Going to a shopping mall seems kind of strange, doesn't it? Like going to a place where a lot of people congregate to touch public items and breathe the same air. Now, I mean, yeah, that's no oversimplification of what a shopping mall is, but is it? Give me that, please. Try it. Honestly, it's really good for the next floor. We gotta speed up. We're completing every floor. This is how I play a regular run, not a speed run. Oh my gosh. That was an incredible shot. That corn just flew right at me. So what I like to see in this run, help me pop it off, some kind of tier effect that's not, that doesn't predicate upon our stats. What do I mean by that? Piercing shots would be really good. Tough love or oh, what's that thing called? Euthanasia would be very nice. Maybe Little Horn. Something that will proc based on the number of times we shoot and not you know, totally dependently on other stats. I guess we'll take it.
Explosive diarrhea.
Puberty. And then on top of that, what are we looking for? Any stat is an all stat right now, so I wouldn't say no to anything. Speed, damage, rate of fire, even range up has become much, much more valuable. We'll put that there. Luck up apparently is not an all stats up. We just got a good troll bomb. So when troll comics were coming out, how many of you guys were on Newgrounds and Is this locked to me? It is. How many of you are on Newgrounds, Congregate, looking at those comics every day? Like I've been on the F7U11 subreddit many a time. I loved Rage Comics back in the day. I actually have a sweet GIF on my phone of the Mother of God sunglasses guy. I hate this. Please let me out. He walked into it. Monster 2 is probably one of my least favorite bosses in the game. Maybe it's just because he's so tanky, or it's a combination of him being tanky and predictable. So it's not like he's engaging the play, or you know, and there's definitely a threshold for unpredictability. Like I don't know who in their right mind likes fighting Hush. Because it's a little unpredictable with that wavy shot that goes around the screen. And I'm gonna be honest, I would rather fight Delirium any day. And you might be thinking, hey, for a non-game show, you sure are talking about the game a lot. Well, yeah, I'm focusing. Hey, this isn't my fault. You never commented. Please comment. So we have been having these, I won't call them issues because I don't think that's really fair, but we've been running into some instances at work where people are going on leave of absence because the company allows a certain amount of leave of absence due to everything that's going on right now. And I'm not going to say that they're just doing it because they're allowed to, but all I'm saying is some people very conveniently timed their vacation time. That's all I'm saying. Nothing accusatory. But some people happen to get like 4 weeks off for vacation. Is that bad? Well, maybe not. I don't think it's particularly like great or anything. We don't need those keys. Thank you. Bomb. We'll take it. Diplopia. Yara's good, but I think the world is going to get us to the next floor faster. There's the boss. I don't know if you guys have any tips for getting a better score on dailies. I used to get incredible scores, but it was mostly, I think, due to some game breakage. It was rarely because of incredible play. I can assure you of that. I think it was mostly because in every single run they would give you a couple of cracked die and the D20. I didn't even mention it's a Magdalene daily that goes to Mom's Heart. It's kind of a short one. So I think the deciding factor for this one is going to be who was able to find their way to the door and fight Mega Satan. So my impressions so far, I have actually really liked content for the channel, it can get a little disheartening from day to day. But I think that's
The world.
seriously with anything that you pick up. It's going to be tough to garner the level of support that you think is what you deserve. Excuse me there. Just because a lot of the time people just don't know. I just walk right into it. They just don't even know about it. So if you haven't seen my posts on social media, you've been liking them or commenting, thank you so much. If you've been doing that but not clicking on the videos, well, come on. Also, how do you know that I'm saying this? Thank you. Ooh, we got the brain RAM firing on all cylinders, overclocking. Thank you, Navi, for pointing that one out. I don't trust you. We've had enough pills for one day. This boy is pilled out. So, I've been making not some inferences, but I've been drawing some conclusions, making some personal opinions about everything that's going on. I kind of like a lot of the additional security that's been added, particularly to like food service. And the service industry. I feel like there's a lot more service in the service industry. That sounds a little silly, but alright, this one's gonna be a slog. We might have to radio silence on this one. So I think something like 2 episodes I was talking about this being a potential run into. Oh, I'm trapped. Nope. That'll save me. Oh my gosh. Please, I need this deal with the devil. My run is sick, please. Oh. I apologize if that blew out your hearing. Alright, we're good. No spawning. We're in, boys. But we didn't get it! Oh my gosh. All stats up. It was a hefty all stats. We've reached a soft tier cap. Let's move on. Gonna hydrate just a little bit. We're gonna try to speed through this as much as we can. I don't want the run to be over quickly, but I do hate this run a little bit. We're gonna drop this pill. Get out of here. Excuse me? Drop the pill? He's done it. 3 of the same, huh? Three question mark pills. Curse of Maze. You know what? Stack them. Do they stack?
Question marks.
It's all all downhill, boys. Just to let me place. You know what? I think a lot of people are gonna get choked on the matriarch. This is my professional opinion. Also, I'm a fool. Why didn't anybody remind me of Diplopia? Please stop. We're done. There's no way. But we finished the room. It's not over yet. Let's see if we can take this thread and rip at the seam a little bit. Crack it open. Give me a guppy item. Guppy? No guppy. 2 bombs is almost as good. Because that's gonna let me skip 2 big rooms later. So I was speaking about sitting outside today, but one thing I didn't mention is that, because I live in Michigan, for some reason, it's so cold. We have a 10-degree wind chill today. So it's 40 degrees actual outside. But we have a perceived temperature of 30 degrees Fahrenheit. That's ridiculous. Just because of this extremely strong wind that's blasting down my street. Perish. So that brings me to my question. Do you guys like wearing gloves? I have tried so many times. And I have gloves that I do like, but there's certain things that I think gloves make very difficult. Where are you? There you are. For example, if I want to watch YouTube videos or read a book while I'm outside, it's pretty much impossible. Oh, just a millisecond later. Thank you. You know what? It's good for 1 hit and some invincibility. Yeah, I've tried so much, and maybe it's just because I have the wrong gloves. If you guys have some gloves that you think would completely convert me, there it goes. Alright, we can work with this. Give me the... Doesn't matter. After thinking... Ooh. Remember this move from the last episode? It's a classic. Oh, you fool! I hate this room. He's done it. All we gotta do is survive on this one. And we're in. Okay, just line it up. Just line it up. Stand still. You gotta have ice in your veins for this one, boys. And my veins are pretty warm. Oh no. Excuse you. That was perfect. We're done. He's done it. Diplopia for no reason. 873rd score, 640th time. That's pretty good. And our score is Chef's Kiss 19999. The last time I saw that many nines, I was looking at my score in high school social studies. It was a terrible score. I think I have dyslexia. Anyway, thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to click the like button. Comment if you have any suggestions. Subscribe to the channel if you like to see more in the future. It does help me a great deal. I appreciate all the support that I've gotten. Thank you for joining me, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.